Namaskar. Here I will discuss about the Indian agriculture and it is recent situation. Friends, since decades we were speaking that 70% of the population of our country is depend on agriculture, but actually 58% of the population is depend on agriculture and almost 50% of the workforce is engaged in agriculture. Another big things we should know, that is we are having the 2% of the world land resource, and from which we have to feed 16% of the world population. That is also a big challenge for our country. At the time of the independence, we were facing the serious crisis of the food grains. So we need to import the food grains from the another countries. That was the big challenge to us, and we have done the lot of research work, and the food grain crops and other crops. And in 70s, we got the self-sufficiency in the production of the wheat and other food grains like rice. As for example, at the time of independence, we were producing 0.8 ton of the wheat, and in 1975, we were producing 4.5 tons of the wheat. So there is a tremendous stride in the production of the food grains, and which has make us self-sufficient in the food. The effort of the green revolution has continued, and we have a large research system across the nation. So all the research stations and state universities have worked a lot in developing the agricultural technology. Nowadays we are having the hundreds research stations of the central government almost. So all this infrastructure is available for the research work, extension and agricultural education, and which has giving us a lot of result. We can say that we have developed our agriculture after independence a lot. As for example, I can say that at the time of the independence, we were producing 50 million tons of the food grains, and nowadays in 2020 we are producing 275 to 85 million tons of the food grains. So there is a tremendous increase in the food grain production, but challenge is the increase in the population. So at the same time we are facing that crisis. So still we have to go beyond, and lot of work need to be done. As far as agricultural land is concerned, we are the third position across the world after USA and China. We are the largest producer of the fruits, and we are the second largest producer of the wheat and rice across the world. We are in 7th position in export of the agricultural produce. So we have done a lot, but we need to address so many issues, because nowadays the productivity of the crop is low. Per unit production is very low. In spite of all this technology, in spite of all the invented varieties and mechanization, we are still have to do a lot in producing the more crop per unit of the land. Also we have a lot of limitation in irrigation facility. Almost 160 million hectare of land is available with our country, of which 60 million hectare is surely irrigated. So we can say that about 2/3 of the agricultural land is irrigated, where remaining is the dry land farming. So we need to work on it, and also we have to improve the technology of using the irrigation water, and also have to invent such technology so that we can use the minimum of the water and produce the maximum. Also, due to the green revolution process, the green revolution is the input intensive process in which we have use the synthetic pesticides and the fertilizers in lot of quantity, and uncontrolled use of such chemicals in the agriculture has created a lot of problems of the pollution of the our natural resources, and also contamination of the food and food commodities. So we need to address this issue and minimize the use of the chemical in the agriculture, and also use the technology in the manner so that we can improve the efficiency of the farmers, and at the same time the productivity of the crop can be increased. And nowadays one another problem has emerged, that is the economy of the farmer. In spite of this much of the development in the agriculture, our farmers are going towards the poverty, uh, below poverty line. About 22% farmers across the nation are below poverty line. So that is the big ask. That's why nowadays government is trying to have a technology, and making the policy for doubling the farm production so that the economy of the farmer can be improved. So this is the important area. At the same time, I would like to mention that 6 lakh 50,000 of the farm holding are nowadays are engaged in the organic farming. So organic farming is also a avenue where we need to work on it so that we can minimize the chemical use in the agriculture. Also we need to have a inform or the such awareness among the farmer so that they can learn to use the natural resources in the better way, and they can go forward the organic farming, and ultimately we can address the issue of the contamination of the food communities, and such issues emerging nowadays. Friends, we are having the also a problem of the less land holding. Majority of our farmers are small and marginal farmer, because nowadays less than 1 hectare of the land holding is available with the farmer. So average land holding has decreased. At the time of the independence we are having the 3 hectare of the land, and nowadays we are having the less than 1 hectare of the land, that is average land holding. So many of the farmers are also subsistence oriented farmer in our country, so they are cultivating the crops only for having their foods for one family, but they cannot getting the enough benefit and getting the enough of the economical returns. So this issue can be addressed. Also we are having the lot of land is a degraded land. We need to improve it. We need to manage it in such a way that so that they can betterly use for the agriculture, and skill of the farming community can be improved so that they can produce and process the food, and value addition can be done. One big challenge is about the storage of the farm produce. Almost 30% of the produce from the agriculture, actually it is a perishable commodity, so we are wasting it. Because the lack of facility of the storage or cold storage. Nowadays government is putting a lot of attention in this matter also. So these are the some of the issues I have talked about, and some of the solution also we have discussed. Thank you very much. If you like this video, then you can share and subscribe.